this collective is currently feeling like there's a wound here around their identity. They're feeling disillusioned with life, like there isn't really any magic, like life just kind of is really sad. And they're trying to heal that. They're trying to tap into their intuition to heal it. There's a lot of pain here around concept, self-concept. And yeah, there's a lot of sadness, a wanting to move on, wanting to transform, wanting to become more confident, but there's like this, it's like this feeling of I'm not enough. Yes, we're trying to dead it, but we're having a little bit of a blockage here, yeah, specifically around, we're trying to bring in this abundance, this security around our own self-image, but we don't feel like it. We feel very ungrounded, feel very much like all of our priorities are out of whack. We don't feel like we're independent enough. It's not a fun vibe. It's really not. We're currently manifesting stuff. We're trying to manifest this emotional intelligence. We're trying to manifest being in the spotlight, being seen, having the spotlight on us, and being the main character of our own life. And we just keep feeling like if we do step into that energy, it's going to be like we're in this diva energy of the unhealed Leo. So like hogging the spotlight, putting other people down in order to be in the spotlight. It feels like the whole vain, selfish type of feel. It's like if I do step into that energy, I'm suddenly evil, right? Yeah, it really feels that way. I'll be greedy. I'll be, yeah. But that's not really because there's anything inherently wrong with you. It comes from being bullied, really. It comes from other people crushing you down and trying to stunt your light. There's a whole lot of anxiety here and feeling like we're ostracized. As I said before, it's very much giving Mean Girls. There's a friend group around that really is not for you, and you've clocked it, but we're having a hard time letting them go. We're currently trying to choose whether to keep them around or not, because quite frankly, these people are bored with their lives, and they try to put all of their opinions onto you. They try to tell you what your life should be, how you should move in life, what is and what is not reality, and all this stuff. It's like they have never-ending opinions, but they also have this horrible issue with needing to have the biggest stick in the room. Very much the unhealed Leo part. Like they are very much in that. So it could revolve around the reason you feel like you can't be in the spotlight is because you don't want to be like them, right? Even though you're not them, friend, not at all. Why you need to hear this at this time is because your foundation has been rocked. You feel like you're not enough. You feel like you're not capable. You feel like you're not independent and all of that because of this idiot. I'm gonna just say it like it is. You're the Queen of Cups. You are an absolutely kind, empathetic individual, right? You can be a bit of an overgiver. You've given this person way too many excuses. You need to knock that off. Because every time they open their mouth, it crushes your motivation. Every single time they open their mouth. Like, I can feel it. I feel exhausted just tapping into their energy. I feel like I want to pop them across the face. And just, you know, it really brings out the shadow aspect. It brings out the, why is it that you can't ever say anything positive about anything or anyone unless it's yourself? Why? You know, that kind of energy. And yeah, we're trying to figure out whether to let them go. And this whole moment, this foundation being rocked, you feeling like you can't be the main character of your own life, you can't be in the spotlight, you can't do things, it's causing you to drown in your own emotions, just purely because of this conflict. Purely because of this person and their never-ending who has the biggest stick contest. You don't go after your wishes because you're always being told you can't. You're not capable enough, you're not this, you're not that. And we keep listening. We keep listening to them, and it keeps putting us in this energy of feeling like we're not enough. feeling like we're missing the bus, blocking our own new beginnings, not going for them when they're presented, because we're like, oh, that hesitation feeling. Yeah, and we're not listening to our inner child. It's like not going after your dreams because someone else is making you feel like you can't. They're always watching you, they always have something to say, but you're stronger than that. You're very much stronger than that. All they ever do is manipulate. That's all they've got. That's their one talent in life, is manipulation. Meanwhile, you're over here, the entire table, food, all of it. You've brought the whole table, all the food, all the silverware, all the drinks to the table, and all they can do is convince you that you didn't bring all that to the table. That's all they're good at. Jeez. And again, it's a friend. It's a friend. It doesn't have to be, but 3 of Cups is like loved ones, right? It is somebody you know that you're close to that is just a grade A hater and thinks that they are the star of the show. Like, not only their show, but yours as well. Like, I'm the main character of everybody's lives. And you're like, whoa. Okay, buddy. But like, there is this call, right? Every time you give them that excuse, they're behaving this way because of XYZ. You are engaging in your own self-sabotage. Every time that you hear their voice in your head telling you that you're not enough and you listen to it, you are engaging in self-sabotage. You are not letting the foundation fall. You're not letting the tower fall. You're keeping it built up on its really shitty foundation. There's holes in the walls, there's a leak, there's a draft, and we're keeping it there because we're listening. Let it fall. Let it fall. Make your plans. Don't worry about it. Every time the tower falls, every time something burns down to the ground, you rise from the ashes. That's what comes after every time there's a tower. Okay? Make your plans. Make your plans. You deserve to go after them, especially in the realms of if you're trying to be go a different direction in career, if you're trying to start your own business, if you're trying to be in the spotlight, whatever it is, material realms, right? Whatever it is, whatever the most resistance you find from other people is that you're trying to do, go for it. Make plans. Now, what you need to do about it, like I just said, make the plans. Okay? Stop putting yourself in that little box that they keep putting you in. You're a whole ass queen, king, god, goddess, ruler, deity, what have you, trying to fit in this tiny little box, which is gold, by the way. Like, you can't even, like, they can't even put you in a box like a normal box. Your essence, who you are, is so wonderful that even your box has to be golden, okay? But they're trying to convince you that you're in a normal box. Don't be afraid to cut people off, okay? Being nice and being kind are not the same. Nice gets you walked over. Kind lets people know when they are, like, as I said before, nice gets you walked over. Nice teaches you to forget about yourself in the equation. Kindness remembers you in the equation, and it also remembers accountability. It lets people know when they've overstepped their boundaries and they need to respect someone. Thank you. And get your priorities straight, okay? That's what they're telling you, all right? The Queen of Swords cuts people off who do not fit the bill. As soon as they notice there is any sort of issue, they cut them off, all right? Now, we're all grown here. We're all healthy adults. We know the difference between someone just having a bad day and someone having a bad day consistently for 5+ business years, okay? If they have a bad day for 5+ business years, if all they ever do is bring drama into your life, cut them off, all right? Get rid of them. Even if it's just pulling back your energy and not telling them your business. Not if they ask, how's it going? You give them very short answers. It's fine. The way they talk to you, right? Whenever you're trying to talk to them and it feels like you're pulling teeth, return the energy, okay? If all they bring to the table is making you feel like you have to chase them, making you feel like you need their validation for your own self-worth, return the energy, okay? Because all they're doing is trying to get you to make them the main character of your own life. And no, No, because whose box is gold? Your box is gold. Okay? And Spirit also says rebel. Whatever they tell you, you are, rebel. Go against the grain, okay? Whatever they say you can't do it anyway. Be a little rebellious teenager, all right? Time for rebellion. Time for the villain arc. Time for the dramatic cape twirl. Do it. Be rebellious. Because who made them the god of everything? Seriously. Let go of, like I said, when you're listening to their words in your voice, it just causes you to go give them more excuses and to not let the tower fall. Don't listen to it. All their words playing in your head and your voice, you don't need to be listening to. You're the King of Wands. All you've had here is kings and queens, okay? Kings and queens. You have a crown on. You should not be listening to people who don't have a crown on. Because if they don't have a crown on, it's not because they're less than you. It's because they dropped their crown along the way and they're trying to take yours off your head. No, absolutely not. You're the King of Wands. You go after your passion. You go after the things that matter to you, okay? You go with all of your drive, all of your passion, all of your motivation, all of your fire, and you go get the things. Does it really? Then we have the Knight of Cups. What you want wants you, okay? The dreams that you aren't allowed to go after because someone else told you can't is ridiculous. Move forward towards your dreams. You don't need to see it. Follow that, because your dreams are what matters. You want to go after them. They want you to. You can follow your intuition. That'll lead to your transformation. Whatever you are dreaming of doing, follow it. Tap into your inner child. Tap into that creative force. Tap into your youthful nature. Tap into your innocence. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do the things that child you always wanted to do. Okay? Doing so, this little journey right here will lead you to the wish that you wanted. It will lead you to that happiness. Because you'll be tapping in. You won't be ignoring your inner child anymore. Okay? That will lead you to your spark. You'll feel drive. You'll feel motivation to go after things again. Because instead of worrying about what this person says is and is not successful, about what you bring to the table, you're now going after things and doing things. You're actually bringing it into your life and not working with. Stop working with the betrayal. Stop working with the self-betrayal. Stop it. You don't need to ruminate in the past. You don't need to worry about what they did, what they said, okay? You go into your inner child and you worry about that. You leave this in the past where it belongs so that you can pay attention to the future and start building the life you actually want. Letting go of that sabotage, that self-sabotage. All right? Let it go. And you'll continue to work hard. You'll keep working hard towards what you want. And if you're not worried about what they said in the past, if you're not worried about, if you're tapped into your inner child, right? If you're tapped into your inner child, if you're constantly, like, you have your own back, you're not replaying those memories, you're not repeating their words in your head, then any conflict that comes in, any more opinions, you'll just ignore it. You'll ignore it. And that will help you keep working at it. That'll help you keep moving along, plugging away, putting in that consistency towards your dreams, to where you no longer feel like you need to escape your own garden because you'll be happy in your garden. You won't have to worry about whatever they have to offer because you have your own cornucopia full of all kinds of stuff. Why do I need your 5 coins when I have a giant golden headpiece and I have a giant cornucopia full of all the food I could ever need and the money? Why do I care about your penny? You know, what the heck? That will help you get into the grounded energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Okay? When we're not worried about what they have to say, we're content in our own lane. We're heading off, we're chasing after our dreams, we're listening to our inner self. That puts us back into this gorgeous energy. Right? Being our own cheerleader, listening to our inner child, following through, that will lead you there. That'll get you to that stability. Because you'll remember, that's right. I'm the main character of my own life. Who cares what they have to say? They're an NPC. That will lead you to being inspired. Inspiration. Being inspired again. Feeling that optimism. Shining. Being the sun. Yeah, this reading has been heavy, Leo. It's everywhere. That'll lead you to be your biggest cheerleader. That'll lead you to chase after the things you really want and to bring the life you actually want into your dreams. You'll go after things with so much fun. And you'll notice how we went from the queen to the page. Like I said, when you follow your inner child, you have the glow up of a lifetime because you age backwards. You can go towards new projects. You can go towards new motivations because you'll have the ability to do so without stomping on other people. And that will balance you out. That'll put you into the standing on business. Standing on business. Going after your dreams. Not needing everybody else to tell you what to do because you already know. You're already standing confident within yourself. You already know where you want to go. And you can proceed forward with your eyes closed. Podcast. Thank you. So that's the recap for today. I want to get into the Oracle advice cards for you guys. And then I will release you to the wilds. Yes. But yes, it's very important. It really, really is to remember that no matter what anybody says, doesn't matter who they are, you're the person in your meat suit. You pilot it. You decide where it goes. If half the time, if the people who bully you or try to stop you or put all their opinions into your life, if they're so concerned with your life, and if they spent less time putting so much energy into your life and put it into theirs, they would have nothing to complain about because they would be doing the things they want and bringing themselves their happiness. You know? It always drives me crazy. So like, what are you doing? All that hater energy you're putting towards someone else, you could be putting towards your own life, and then you would actually be where you want to be. Instead of hating your life, you would actually be where you want to be, and we wouldn't need to be having this conversation. Spirit, let's ease their fears, soothe their anxieties, and bring them some clarity. Anybody who watches my live, anyone here right now, anyone who shows up in a video later, let this advice, let them leave feeling less burdened. Take the weight off of them and help them to proceed forward with the guidance that they need to walk their path with clarity. Yes. Some advice from my collective here today. Closing advice from my collective. And 11, yep, I told y'all, that'll bring you your justice too. Because you'll be free. You'll be free from their nonsense. Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. As you walk forward, like I said earlier, just because you have people who tell you nonsense, who make you feel a type of way, who make you feel like you're not enough and that you can't go after what you want, just because you had those experiences, does not mean that's every single person. Because if it was, you would be that way too. And if you're not, that means other people are not. So take what you've learned and apply it. That'll help you to pay attention. You'll notice when you meet new people that there are people who will respect your boundaries, right? You'll be able to clock when people are speaking to you the wrong way, and you'll be able to leave faster. Right? Turn that knowledge into wisdom as you walk forward. Yes. It will help you. Every time that self-doubt comes in, every time you have a moment where you're like, oh, maybe I should talk to them again, maybe I should get their opinion on something, remember, you're the main character of your own life. Okay? You're the main character. You already went through the lesson. Remember the lesson. Any more closing advice, Spirit? 444. Someone here could work with Hermes. If not, that's just a call that will bring you your stability and your security, because you'll now be standing on business. You will now be strong enough to, and wise enough to know who and who is not for you, because you'll be secure within yourself. Oh, work with Hermes. Sorry, Hermes. He's a deity, a messenger god. His number is 444. That's why I brought it up. It's also the one of, I believe, Archangel Raphael. Yeah, I believe so. But that's just confirmation for whoever needs it. Any more advice? I'm still getting the feeling of not telling people your business. So again, not sharing your business so much, especially if they come at you sideways. So like I said, it's good to be kind, it's good to be empathetic, but when you notice people acting weird, pull your energy back. Don't give so much. And that doesn't make you evil or a bad guy, okay? Yeah, trust me, I've been there, I've done that. So like, I can tell you from experience, once you start doing that, it's gonna be hard at first because you're gonna feel weird, but like, oh man, you get so much more done because you don't have people telling you, oh, you can't do that. I didn't ask for your opinion. Let's see. That, and they won't try to ruin it, really. Because you'll know who to tell it to. You know exactly who you will need to tell it to. When you get to the point where you can tell who's actually for you, you go celebrate with those people. You tell them all your plans. You tell them you have fun with them. You don't worry about the ones telling you, you can't do that. 9 with the brown bear spirit. Take time out. A pause is needed. We may not feel like we can pause. Like I said, call back your energy, pause. You don't have to, we're worrying about cutting people off. You may not have to do it so drastically. Just take a moment. If you really want to know if they like you or not, if they're for you, pause. Pull your energy back a little bit. Stop telling them all your business and see what happens. Okay? See what happens. Don't give them so much. Stop giving them all your time, effort, and energy. Yeah, this especially applies to people who, like, if it's not friends, it's family, or it's like your baby mama, baby daddy, and you have to interact with them, coworkers or whatever. Pull back. You don't gotta, just because you guys are still in a contract or whatever, doesn't mean that they are entitled to all of you. They don't need to know what you're doing and when, right? Unless it pertains to, you know, in the case of like custody, they don't need to know where you're going to be and when, unless it pertains to when they pick up their kid, right? But they don't need to know if you're dating anyone. They don't need to know what you got going on. They don't need to know when you go to the gym. They don't need to know none of that. They don't need to know. All right? And if they're asking, you tell them, that's none of your business. They don't need to know what you're spending money on. They don't. Okay? And you're not evil. They'll try to paint you as evil. Don't worry about it. That's their problem. Pull back the access. Okay? Turn the knowledge into wisdom and pull back your access. And you'll see, the people who throw a fit are going to be the ones you need to boop right on out of there. Because it's like, why are you so worried about me? Well, why are you so obsessed with me? More Mean Girls, I'm telling you. Regina George, so strong here. Ugh. I got 2 here. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Someone sent me a picture of this earlier. That's funny. We have Be Fearless and Bold with the number 4 again. It's time for you to be fearless and bold, friend. These cards, whenever it's reversed, it's saying you don't believe in this. We're not doing this. It's time for you to do this. It's time for you to do this. It's time to be like the badger, okay? I just heard honey badger don't care. Same energy, friend, okay? Same energy. And we also have 8, the bobcat for life is a mystery. Ooh, yes. So like I said before, if you're thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough to be famous, I'm not this, I'm not that, the entertainment industry can take anybody off the street and turn them into an icon. And if someone has enough money and fame, even a 2 is suddenly a 10. So it does not matter. You don't need to be thin enough. You don't need to be pretty enough. You don't need a ton of qualifications. You just need to show up and learn along the way. All right? That's it. That's all you need. You just need the motivation, the passion, and the consistency. And that's it. That's all you need. Welcome back, R. You should. You will find your audience. If you want to do a podcast, do one. You should. There will be people out there who want to hear your message. There are people out there who are meant to hear your messages. Because if there are people out there who can put out really awful misinformation or just do like ASMR whispering and clinking wooden spoons in a wooden bowl thing, and they can make millions of dollars off of it, why can't you? You know, like, why not? Don't ask me how I know about that. No, I'm kidding. It showed up on my feed before and I went, what in the world? It sounded cool, but I was like, this is a thriving niche? What the heck? Yes, watch and wait. So that pause, pulling back your access, is when you get the discernment, when you start paying attention. Who gets mad when you stop responding? Who gets all up in your business? Who wants to know what you're doing, when, where, how you're moving? Who wants to know? And why? If it doesn't pertain to your health, like if you are not in danger doing the thing, it's not their business. Point blank, period. And if they really get that type of way, I'd be like, I'm sorry, who are you? Are you my mom? Are you my dad? Are you my lawyer? No? Then why do you care? Why do you care so much? And why are you so pressed? Interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. So first we have the rhino spirit. Beautiful, R. You tell them, we're not dating, so it doesn't matter what I do. I don't know your response. But yeah, the rhino spirit. Overcome any obstacle, right? So instead of bashing your head against the wall, trying to figure out how to deal with these people, how to overcome this thing, how to deal with having the low self-esteem and trying to not go after your dreams, but wanting to go after your dreams. Instead of doing that, maybe it's time to do things a different way, okay? I always say when I see this card, it's like we're ramming ourselves into the obstacle, hoping that the obstacle will remove itself, when sometimes all we need to do is move over to the right and the path continues, right? We'll hit this obstacle and we'll go, oh, it's a dead end. Well, I'll just keep hitting it and hope that it kind of undoes itself. And Spirit's usually here to be like, just move to the right or move to the left. Just move a little, you know, and then you can continue forward, you know? And then freedom's yours. You move a little to the right and it's a straight line. 33, Archangel Michael. That also leads up to communication and collaboration. Interesting, right? And the cow spirit. The miracles are endless. Beautiful. It's like the miracles are endless. And I love that this is upright because it means that you understand that anything can happen. Anything can happen. People can literally become millionaires overnight on accident with a scratch-off ticket. Hello? I'm not doing personal readings. This is a collective, and I'm actually about to end here. So that's if you want a personal reading after that, link in my bio. But if not, have a beautiful rest of your night, and I hope you find a reader. But yes, we often don't think that anything can happen. We think we have to follow a specific formula, but there are people. Good night. And you're welcome. There are people who literally become millionaires overnight. There are literally people who become viral overnight. They have their song take off overnight, or someone buys their product, and next thing you know, it's the new hot commodity. Anything can happen. Or you get a random inheritance letter from someone you don't even, like, you've never even met, but you're apparently related. Like, any kind of crazy thing can happen with the universe. Move to the right. Stop worrying about the obstacle and just move. If they're gonna keep doing what they're doing, move. Move around them. Be like, okay, get out of the way then. Move, bitch, get out the way. Oh God, Spirit's funny. Sorry, that rang in my head, and my guides are little jokesters. Last one for them, Spirit. Last little bit of advice here. Oh, that's funny. Yes. And yes, stop ruminating on the past. Be here now. Like I said, the longer we stay in the past, the more we miss the opportunities in the present to build the future we desire. It's fine to take a moment to look at the past, to learn the lessons from them, to gain the wisdom from them, but we don't live there. If you live in the past, you will always remain in the past. You take the lessons from the past and you go into the future, eyes forward. You can't see the opportunities if you're not looking. If you want a future where you follow your dreams, look forward. Don't worry about the past. And let Spirit be your guide. I love it. They have the entire vision. They can see everything. They have the hawk's eye. They are watching you from above. They are not confined by our five senses. They are not confined by a physical vessel. They can see everything. And then they give us guidance. They give us nudges to follow the plan we asked to follow when we were born. Yeah. They're here to give us that guidance. Okay? Listen. Let them guide you. Follow your intuition. Follow passion's lead. And it will never steer you wrong. Okay? So, that is all I have for you today. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your reader, for your time and your energy, and your trust. I really, truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for all of your likes, your follows, your shares, your gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're interested in a personal reading, I offer that at the link in my bio. Again, I do not have 1,000 followers just yet, so the link is not clickable. It's the link tree. It's in my bio. It'll take you to everywhere I am, wherever you can get the reading. It's in there. It says personal readings. You can go there and check my little link out and see if it vibes with you. If it does not, and this is the last that I see you, thank you again for choosing me to be your reader tonight. I hope it was helpful. I wish you so much luck, love, energy, healing, abundance, joy, prosperity, all the good things. Yeah, and I just wish you that on your journey. And remember that life is an ever crooked path, and you are never off of it. All right. And for everyone who has chosen to follow me, who does like my vibe, thank you. Extra special, huge, big thank yous, all the cookies. And yeah, I wish the same for you as well. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.